have you seen anything like that?
Okay, the Swing of It podcast. We are up to episode 9.8.
Yep.
It is just me and Jolly Boy. Hammer is on safari.
I am a little bit worried because there'll be absolutely no structure. Hammer's wild, but at least he controls it and we know what's going on.
Yeah, this is 225 handicappers trying to do a podcast right now. And we've got 3 balls left and 6 to play.
And you're taking charge. I think
It's not good.
It's the blind leading the blind
This
here.
is not good. But thank you very much for tuning in. Plenty to go through. Plenty happened. You were in Bali. How was that? I thought you'd be more tanned.
Well, I've got that natural Greek complexion, so it's just always just a nice or a year-round olive complexion that I've got. Back from Bali. Wouldn't recommend going for probably about a month. They're going to replenish all the bintangs that I drank, mate. I drank the country dry. Gave it a red-hot crack.
You were coming out of retirement, so
Yeah, exactly.
you really did come out of retirement.
Yeah, back on the beers. First beer I had was actually at Kwinana the day before I left. So, yeah, powered into the Guinness and then a few red wines and plenty of beers afterwards. But I'm back on. I've never been happier.
Very good. I don't know if that's a good message to send, but we'll go with it.
Well, I'm not encouraging drinking, but I went a month and I actually lost a lot.
I was going to say, did you measure?
Yeah, I think I lost like 4 kilos.
Did you?
Yeah.
Wonder if that affects your swing.
No, but I also think that it had a lot to do with not being able to eat for a week with because now I've got another fake tooth.
Oh,
yeah.
look at you.
It's nice.
The whistle's gone.
I do think that about the swing.
Yeah.
I think my swing is as ugly as what it is because I'm overweight.
Well, Craig Parry, there's a story about Craig Parry. Did you know who Craig Parry is?
No.
Oh, okay. Like mid-90s, big Australian professional golfer that played very well. Very big bloke.
Mm-hmm.
Lost heaps of weight. Lost his golf swing. Had to put it all back on.
Really?
Yeah, but he was big. Like, he was like proper circle.
Yep.
Unique swing because of it. So you can see how now there was room.
Yep.
He didn't know how to do it. He'd spent his whole life swinging it one way and then the guts were gone and then he struggled. So he had to put it back on.
Wow. I have thought that. That obviously makes sense. I've even thought about it a few times when I've gone to gym. Not that you can really tell that I've been, but because I always pull up sore, especially into my biceps. And the amount of times I'm like, oh no, I've got golf in 3 days.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that stiff pull
Are
up.
you not on the treadmill?
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I assumed that's what you'd want.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Hammer's away. He's in South Africa.
Yep.
And I think he's playing Sun City. And I was trying to remember the tournament, and it's the Nedbank Challenge. I think that's where he's playing. I think he sent through something, Jaden. Oh, he wasn't ready.
Oh, you got him, mate.
We're switched on here.
What was I going to say? How long is he over there? Is he just over for a week?
I'd say so. I remember saying how long going for, and it was only a week. It's a 12-hour flight there and back. And
Yes,
Did you like
he's
mine?
back Friday.
Friday. Okay.
Did you
Friday.
like my little message last week?
Very good.
Yeah.
When you talked about beer and your eyes lit up, I was like,
Yeah, you can tell, mate.
Yeah, that's a happy-
I enjoy a beer.
After a game of golf, you just need 1 or 2 just to okay,
Yep.
I got through it. I survived, barely.
Yeah.
But yeah, have you got that, Jaden?
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, God, that's zoomed in on a minute.
About to go play Sun City, the Gary Player Championship course, and I'm ready.
he's got the
I'm just a good player out of luck.
Oh, he's wearing his shirt.
I know. Good
Here
shirt.
I am in Johannesburg. Where are we? Pilansburg. Ron, Joel, how are we, lads? Yeah, everyone going well? Miss you guys. Feels weird not doing the pod on a Tuesday live. What was that, Joel? Yeah, actually, that was quite funny. A bit like my joke last week. Yours was probably a bit better. Look, I am supporting the pod still here away. We've had a morning. We have just come from a 2-hour game drive. We saw a lion and its partner and the 2 cubs cruising around on the road. We then spotted what we thought was a leopard, which turned out to be a cheetah. There's only 5 of them in the whole park, and we've clapped eyes on one. So it's been a hell of a morning. The only thing that could make this better is if I get a hole in one. So we're going to the championship course now. I will probably be teeing off 9:50 my time, which is 3:50 Perth time. So you guys should just be starting to record the par 3 4th hole. I'm going to zoom in live. So everybody, obviously I'm saying hello, checking in. I'm doing well over here, having the time of my life. But I'm going to go have an even better time having a hole in one. My question for you guys, It's not a hypothetical. It's just a question about my round. I'm going to have higher clubs. I've never played the course before, never seen it. Am I going to have above or below 84? 84. 83 and a half is the line. So 84 and above or 83 below. I reckon I'm going under. I'm having 50 points today. I've got a weird feeling I'm going to have 78 off the stick and have a hole in one. So, hey, that's just me. But I'll FaceTime you guys out on the course and I'll see you soon. Good on you.
So as he's read that, it's 351 right now. So he's just teed off right now.
He's probably,
Topped it.
Have you seen the course?
I haven't. No.
Sun City. It's held a tournament, so it is an amazing golf course. He is not breaking 84.
To use hired clubs, he's just travelled. He's sat on a plane. You know, he's probably had not bintangs. What do you drink over in South Africa? I don't know.
I've never been.
Drinking something. He's not going to break 90. He won't break 90 today.
No,
but he'll enjoy it.
He won't go live. He'll forget. He'll play that badly. He'll forget that he made this promise. I'm going to say he's going to have a 93.
Yep.
Based on the golf course I remember. Bloody tough.
I won't. I'll go something different from you. He's obviously playing stroke. I'm going to say he's going to have a blow up. I'm going to say 97. I'll
massive.
Yeah, big time. Yep.
Wow. Okay.
It's not that hard to do really. Hired clubs. I struggle. I hit your clubs all right when we go away.
Yeah, you do.
But other than that, I can't pick up someone else's club and even have a swing with it. No. It's so in my head that I can't do that. Yeah.
Oh, he's here.
Is this live?
97, you reckon?
He's coming.
No, 97 off the stick, you reckon?
Mate, come on. I reckon you're going to... Is there water?
Are you kidding? There's water. I'm looking at water. I think there's animals. There's baboons floating around the course. I've got a hired set of clubs. What am I using? I've got the Callaway Maverick driver.
Good.
I've got an Odyssey putter. I don't know. I think I've got a 56 degree that's a little bit too short. I've had a little chip. I'm feeling good, though.
Looks
I'm feeling
hot.
real good.
Looks hot. You're
Mate,
sweating.
Thanks. Great top.
Good top. The 9th hole, you need to have a crack in two. I don't know if you've seen the footage of Sergio Garcia where he regrips it 44 times and he can't pull the trigger because he's trying to go for it in two and his brain tells him not to.
Yeah.
You're going for it.
Coward. I'll go for it. I'll go for it in two. Let me just see if I can turn this camera around so I can show you where we're at. Like, this is the course that we're sort of chilling at the moment.
Beautiful.
In the middle of Sun City. It's actually insane, this joint. We went out on a game drive this morning, saw a couple of lions, saw a cheetah rolling around. Apparently there's only 1 of 5 of them in this game park. So I said the only thing that could make this better is if I have a hole in one, which I'm feeling today. That'd send me. I'd happily die in South Africa if I had a hole in one today.
That's the confidence you want. Literally just rocking up to a golf course and you're going to have a hole in one.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. How are we all going there? How's you holding down the fort without me?
It's actually very good so far.
We only just started like 3 minutes ago, but it's nice to have you. It's good to have you in.
Yeah, so what I'm doing, we're just waiting on a set of higher clubs, and then I'm teeing off. You guys will probably be an hour and a bit. By the 4th hole, we've got the par 3. So I'm going to join back in this, and hopefully, whether it's this or Patreon, hopefully it is in the Patreon so we get people to sign up. But if it is, regardless of what it is, we'll film this par 3, and I'll have a live hole in one on the podcast.
Unreal.
You imagine?
Unreal. The first ever.
That'd go bananas.
That'd make the news in America.
I've also seen this. I've just planted. You seen that old plant feathers growing birdies?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm going low today. All right, we're walking to the first tee, so I'm going to let you go. I'll give you a call in about an hour.
Good
Have
luck,
fun,
mate.
mate.
See you later. Bye.
Very good.
I'll double down. He's 97.
Yeah, I'm going to say Hungy.
It looked hot, mate. He had the sweats on there.
Yeah, that shirt doesn't breathe. That's not well made. Very good. Well, he didn't give us a hypothetical, but I had a doozy, and it could just end the podcast right now.
Okay, I'm happy to do
what
that.
you're
I've got
gonna say.
places to be. So
Right. Okay. So you get a full year off. Don't have to work.
okay.
You've been signed up by the PGA Tour. You're going to follow them around to every tournament. You get to play the whole week. You get access to the courses they're playing, the practice facilities, the coaches, all the technology they get. And you do that for a whole year.
And I get to play like the Pro-Am or something.
You'll play the Pro-Am. Maybe on the weekend you go play a comp somewhere. But
Okay.
every day you're practicing with the pros. You're learning off their coaches.
Yeah.
For a whole year.
Oh, sign me up. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your handicap when you come back home?
What is my handicap?
No. What is it going to be when you get back? Based on all that you're going to learn for that full year. How low can you go?
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Well, I'm currently 7.7 now.
Yep.
Mate, once again, if I could chip, if I could just get someone on the tour to teach me how to chip, if I could get up and down, I'm telling you, and this is going to sound cocky as, I could get to a 4. I could easily get to a 4.
Yeah, but what about if you've got the best of the best helping you for a full year? No work, golf, 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 golf.
All golf.
All golf, all practice. You're doing training with them. You go on the gym. You're on the treadmill. You're going on the treadmill.
On the treadie.
Yeah, you're not just doing bicep curls. You're doing a bit something else. And you're doing everything. As a PGA Tour player, you're training like a tour player for a whole year. What are you at the end of it?
Something in the zeros.
Okay,
0.8 or something.
You reckon you're a scratch golfer?
Yep. I got to back it in. I am, mate. I am. Because you know what? I haven't practiced chipping in the last 24 months.
Yeah.
Right? And my chipping's no good, believe it or not. If I had, once again, 100%. I'd be in the 0 point something. And I reckon I would have broken par.
You're shooting under as well.
Yeah, I would have rounds where I'm shooting, mate, I've shot 4 over once.
Okay.
You know, because I basically hit every green in red.
Yeah.
Right? That's the only reason, because I didn't have to chip.
Yeah.
But I reckon 12 months, if the handicap would allow it, which I don't know if it would or not, but I reckon in 12 months I would have broken par at least half a dozen times. At least half a dozen.
Yeah.
But on those championship courses that they're playing.
Well, that's what I mean. You're playing like back
but,
tips.
off the tips.
Yeah, but no, hang on. Then on Saturday, the boys are playing. You go play the local. You go play the local club off
100%.
the blues.
I'm in the zeros.
But you've trained off the tips with the boys.
Yep. I reckon I'd be able to come back. I'll play my Saturday comp at Quinny, and I'll be shooting a 73, 74, maybe the occasional 1 or 2 under.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing, like, with your handicaps, I think you're going to bring it up about the handicap system, but I know from 7 to scratch is 7 shots. I reckon that gap is at least 15 shots.
At least. Yep.
Because of like a scratch golfer on a bad day compared to a 7, 8 handicapper on a bad day. That 8 handicapper is probably going to blow out and shoot a 90 something. Mm-hmm. A scratch golfer on a bad day can keep it under 80.
Yep.
And then the plus handicappers have that ability to, on a bad day, shoot 1 or 2 over.
Yep.
And then tour players are another breed. But yeah, I know it says 7 shots between that and scratch, but yeah, the gappage is massive.
I couldn't agree more. I think, was it Will Zalatoris? I think he said something along the lines of it. Like he broke down, it was like from a 25 to like a 15 is almost, and it's a nothing. It's just like improving a couple of different shots.
Yep.
And then the difference from like 15 to get into singles is double that. And I think what he actually said was something like from a 12 to a 5 is twice as easy as like a 5 to a 0 or something.
Yeah,
You know, so it's just a massive gap. So I completely agree with what you're saying.
Yeah.
But no, I do. Do you reckon if you'd spent 12 months with them that you'd be able to drop a 3-foot putt?
All
bit of a...
Thanks for listening. Wow. Well, I got a new putter. I got the new...
Have you got the new one?
Yeah, I've been taking the TaylorMade Zero Torque.
Is that what it's called?
Lucky. Yeah,
Zero
it's like
Torque?
their version of a lab putter.
Yep.
Had a couple of goes. I think it's good.
Really?
I'm taking it to Queensland.
You know what's going to happen, though? I'm going to rip you apart about it just because... Well, I just will, because it's your third putter in, 5 months?
I didn't ask for it.
Is it your third putter in 5 months? Yes, that was a yes,
Yeah.
right? But you know what? The other thing is, I feel like people with lab putters, I feel like it's almost like a bit of a cult. Like once
It feels like it. The messages I get.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you know, every time you miss a 3-footer, they're like, get a lab putter, we told you. Now that you have a putter that sort of looks like a lab putter, and if you can't win in this situation, you putt well, good on you, mate. The TaylorMade.
It was a putter that did it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is designed that looks like a lab putter.
Yep.
Why didn't you get a lab putter?
Yeah.
You can't win. You're not going to win in this situation. You know,
I can't. The lab putter's just so full on. I can't do it. It's got a circle here and a line over there. It's just like far out. They've done well. It looks good. You can have a go.
Yeah. Well,
I reckon you will like it. You don't like. Well, you've had a spider before, but I reckon if I gave it to you, you'd be like, "Hey, that's actually not bad." Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. The Queensland trip's going to be huge for us.
really looking forward to that.
We are going to be playing. I think there's 36 holes locked in every day.
36. Wow.
Yeah, so we're going over there. We're going to be every day. Monday night, we're going to head to the Sunshine Coast Indoor Centre. I think I've got that wrong. And we're going to have a meet and greet. So I think they'll advertise that soon. Just come and have a couple of beers with us.
I seen a post and they put it
done already?
was like a silhouette up of, it was clearly you because you can tell you're
Massive
skinny,
noggin.
tall, lanky. And
Yeah,
you got
physique.
Yeah. Big Australian man.
Big Australian man, yeah.
And you could see the hat, and they put it up. We've got a special guest coming in, and just there's like 5 comments, and they all said Ron Chopper, Ron Chopper.
Yeah, cool. Well, yeah, we're looking forward to I get so many messages about places to play in Queensland. I feel like that's there are people, as long as they're with everyone else. But yeah, to meet them, have a couple of beers, nearest to pin comps, long drive comps. Looking forward to that.
Sunny Coast. I'm gonna have to. I remember when we first went to Brisbane, having to keep the water up. Man, just like sweating bullets the whole time. Yeah, but it's still warm over there.
Yeah, that's why we're going. We got a chance to get some decent weather. So
rained pretty much all day yesterday. Rained pretty much all day here today in Perth. So I'm running shy on content for my own YouTube channel. It's been too wet. Can't film. Not good for the program.
No.
I wanted to. Yeah. Well, while we're talking about the handicaps, anyways. Actually, it was more about. So we released a video just recently of we were playing at Collier Park. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to break 80, which is 8 over, and you're trying to break par. Spoiler alert, if you haven't listened, just maybe skip for the next 10 seconds. I shoot 80.
Yep.
And people in the comments are still writing, there's no way he's off an 8 handicap. Yeah. I literally shoot my handicap. Like, I want to...
Well, I said back to you when we were commenting, I was like, it's a working man's 7.7 handicap.
Yeah.
It's not pretty, but you get the job done.
Yeah. Like I have quite a fair few pars. I think I'm like 1 over after 5 or something.
Yeah.
But that's just I'm a sleeper 7.7.
Yeah.
Full sleeper mode.
You're the guy that if you rocked up in Pennants and they watch you hit your first tee shot, I would be going,
Yeah.
I'll see you in about 2 hours, boys.
Yeah. I got this one in the bag.
And then losing 6 and 4
well,
out of nowhere.
Speaking of pennants,
Started.
round 1 this weekend coming up.
Oh, no.
What do you mean, or no?
Have you practiced?
No.
What am I
Yet. No, I definitely have not practiced. But I'm back on the beers, so that's helping. So playing Royal Perth on Sunday.
The problem is, like, when you play Pennants, you spend the first 3 holes working out who they are.
No.
No, you're against yourself. I know that.
Yeah.
People playing match play will, okay, he hits the drive quite well. Oh, putting's a bit dodgy. I won't give him any putts today.
Yeah.
They know what they're getting when you rock up.
Yes. I think I might have mentioned it before. Last season, all 7, I think we played 7 games. All 7 of them knew who I was. They watched the videos.
Yeah, okay.
They knew that, it was just a bit of a laugh. Except one bloke that I played against, which was, he was a flog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he didn't watch.
No, because he was in ultimate match play.
Oh, okay.
And good on him.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But there was, he's hit one shot and it went OB, and he was sort of like sitting there, he's like slammed his club into the ground. He's a bit disappointed in himself. And I needed to walk forward to go to my ball. And I didn't know whether he was going to go look for it or if he was going to hit a provisional. And I've turned around and I looked at him. I said, "Oh, mate, you're going to hit a provi." And he dead, like I'm sending you to me away. It's like 2 meters. He heard me, looked at me, didn't respond to me, and then just dropped his head again. And I'm standing there thinking like, well, like I need to move up to my ball. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Just a flop.
Did he say, mate, provisional? Did he tell you? Because if he didn't, got him.
God, I don't know.
I end up winning.
I end up winning.
Oh, well,
you know what? It wasn't actually my playing partner because we played in pairs last year. Yeah, so we played in pairs, which apparently was a new thing. Anyways, I won't rattle on about it. But yeah, so in Pennants, mate, it's me versus me, and then the other person's just along for the ride. Yeah. They're either going to win or lose. You
get to the green light. What are you going for?
Yeah, that's literally what it's like. Yeah, I don't care. I'm there to have fun, mate. I'm out on the golf course.
Have you won the flag yet?
Made it to the final last year.
That's right,
I think we lost, it was like 5 games to 2 or something.
Oh, okay.
My bloke was...
I remember Sun City. Is that game?
My bloke was literally 2 under through 5.
Yeah.
Or 2 under through 4. And the shots that the holes that he gave shots to me on, we halved. Like I'd birdie it and I'd par it, he'd birdie it.
Yeah.
But I took him to the 17th, which was nice.
I remember, obviously wasn't there, and Gravy was there, and I was texting him, and he was sending me
updates.
Like, 3rd hole, Joel, right, behind a bunker.
Oh, no.
You see the little dots? Thinned over the back. Come on.
I think I played all right that game.
I think, didn't he hit a nearly hole out from like 220 metres with a 3-wood on the par 5?
Yeah, he had to hit a provi or something like that, and he stuck it to like a foot. I birdied the hole, whatever the scenario was, but we just halved it because he just came out of nowhere. He was a really good bloke from Lake Carrinup. Probably one of the best blokes I've ever played against. He was just a real good gentleman. Nice. I was happy to lose to him.
Yeah, good. Very good.
Anyways, that's Pennants chat. Now, about the handicaps, I just wanted to ask you because I'm curious whether you know or not. Do you know what the average handicap for a man and or female is in Australia? So Australian specific. We'll go men first. What's the average handicap for a man?
Do you know? Is it there?
Yeah, I got it written down.
I'm going to say it's 17.
Oh my god! Well
What is
done.
it?
Or 16.9.
Oh, just
So we'll round down to 16. All right, then average for women.
26.
Have you done your stuff? What the hell's going on here? 26.7. Oh. We'll round up to 27.
You're just off. No, I just like because I give lessons and like
Really? You've just gone off.
It's just like
No,
there's 16
you've
handicap.
looked at that.
No. How would I
Really?
know that was what you're going to ask me?
How would you get that so perfect?
I'm a PGA professional. I'm well trained. I've been playing golf for way too long. That's why.
Well done. Actually, that's very good. Okay, pass.
Worldwide, it would be. I wonder if it's the same. It's
I
got to
don't
be
know,
more.
man.
It would go up. Australians are
Well,
decent
I
sport.
thought that as well, but apparently I've heard, and this isn't coming out of my mouth, but I've heard from
no.
numerous
Back
sources.
yourself in.
I'll back it in.
Back it in.
Americans, right? This is coming from me. Now, I've heard that even in competitions, Americans they do gimmies and stuff. Like it's a
We
it's a
talked
part
about
of it.
big 6-footers. They give them that. No.
No, well, I listened to the podcast last week.
Oh, good. Thanks,
Yeah,
mate.
yeah.
Thanks for.
Well, I listened to some of it.
Yeah.
Fast forward through some bits. Lost interest.
We weren't speaking about Joel. No, next. Anyway, Americans. What's the problem with them?
No, we're talking about the handicap. So I'd assume that their handicaps would be lower on average. I would assume.
Sheer numbers of playing plus Australians just get around sport, so you'd think there's a bit of a background in
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
Anyways.
you don't have it there?
No, I don't, mate.
Oh.
We'll find out. But
Did you
I'd say that they'd be higher.
I would have thought so.
Unless you can talk for 30 seconds and I'll quickly try and find out.
Well, I wanted to ask you if you'd done your homework.
No.
Man,
Well, mate, I was away on holidays. As if I'm going to do... this is why I left school as well. I'm not doing homework. I put a story up on my Instagram saying, catching the flight back, anyone recommend any movies? I reckon I had a dozen people message saying, do your homework and... do your homework and watch Tin Cup or something.
no Caddyshack.
Oh, whatever, mate. I want to watch it, but I just haven't got time, mate. I've been busy.
You've been sitting on a plane.
Yeah, I know.
Perfect situation to do.
You know
it.
what I did watch, though?
Oh, here we go.
No, I watched Grant Horvat and Scotty Scheffler.
Oh, yes,
Yep.
yeah.
Watch that.
Yeah.
It's very good. Scotty is exactly, like a lot of comments were like, oh, it's nice to see Scotty and see what he's really like, his personality and stuff. He's exactly as I thought he would be. He's a very professional person.
Yeah.
A bit of a stiff.
Dominating.
Oh, he's absolutely
Absolutely
freak.
dominating.
Yeah.
If does he go on a run and just win everything, every major and just get past Tiger? Imagine that.
I hope so.
You reckon?
I kind of do. But, then once again, I didn't even put the golf on to watch any of it.
Yep.
Did you?
Well, once he was leading with going to the last round, I was like, it's done.
What's the point? Yeah.
Like, who's going to get him? Like,
Yep.
who?
I think he had a one-shot lead at the start of final round, and I think he won by 3 or something like that. I knew he wouldn't lose.
The major that I reckon stumps him a bit would probably be the Open. If it get like a windy, wet day,
Yep.
that's going to be something. He'd probably go out and win it now. I said that, but it's something that is different to what he's used to in the States.
I wonder what
It's
the odds.
slinks.
I wonder what the odds would be for him winning the Open. I don't reckon he'd be favourite.
Compared to like the US Open. Surely US Open he's boom, and then
yes.
British he's not British. It's called the Open.
Open,
Sorry,
yeah.
He's down here somewhere.
I reckon McIlroy would have to be the favourite over Scotty, just because he's got that.
Irish.
Correct.
That's all they do.
Yeah.
Hit stingers into the wind and play in the rain.
Well, remember when McIlroy won? He put one close. Is it the Scottish Open? Yes. To beat Bob McIntyre.
Oh, that stinger he hit on the last.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Like
unbelievable.
If you just put that up as like McIlroy's resume for the Open, that's why he's favourite.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyways,
I got the US handicaps here if you want them.
here we go.
So 14.2 for males,
Lower.
Hey?
Yep, lower. I knew it would be.
28.7 for females.
Oh, that's higher.
Lower.
So men here, 17. Men, America, what, 14?
14.2
They got us by
14.
is the average. The most common handicap apparently is 13 to 13.9, which,
No, well done.
yeah.
Yep. And I believe, because I've seen that stat as well about the most common. I think the most common in Australia was what was it? But it was higher. It was like, yeah, it was higher.
We'll listen to this for a segue. I think they've got that many golf courses to choose from. No wonder they can all have a game. There'd be that many golf courses in the States. Everyone gets to go.
I'd love to know the number on that. I reckon they wouldn't even be able to know what the number was.
It's ridiculous. And I only say that because we were talking last week about when we played Whaleback, and then when we played to film your video, how we got stuck.
Yep.
And it was a very slow 9. And I think the problem, probably more in WA, I don't know if it's the same elsewhere, but I feel like we're missing a golf course.
Yes.
We had Burswood. Did you ever play Burswood?
Never played it, mate. No.
One of the great tracks.
I
And
hear
I
that
don't
from
say that
everyone.
because it's not there anymore. It was just very, very good. So different to everything else. And once they left, then they all went to Maylands, or everyone just sort of dispersed, and they're everywhere now. So Wembley's just overloaded. You can't get a parking spot.
Yep.
Whaleback was chock-a-block, and then we were there on a Monday, and it was chock-a-block.
Wow.
It just needs...
So you reckon there's room for another golf course here in Western Australia?
You bring back Burswood. You bring back Glen Iris.
You can't bring...
It's still there.
No. You can't bring back Burswood, right? So be realistic.
Where else can you go? That's the biggest piece of land in the middle of the city.
I've got one.
Oh, all right.
But you also can't bring back Glen Iris because even my mate Tony Peps is building a house on one of the fairways.
Oh,
there.
he would.
Yeah, he would, mate. So that's gone.
Well, if those two were around still, then
reckon that's
the
enough?
traffic would have... There's one a bit up... that's down south, sorry. And then you've got in the city covered.
Yep.
There's a bit of traffic that can just move on.
There's
and
room, right?
There's room.
I know where there is room for one.
Go.
Joel's house.
Well, there probably would be one out there, actually. Just south of Fremantle, sort of just on the coast, like right on the coast. I think it's on Coburn Drive, maybe, or something along those areas.
Yeah, okay.
But there's a motocross track. I've mapped it out, mate. I've had a look. It would be on the coast. I reckon 9 holes would actually be like sort of on the dunes, and you would be able to see the water.
Yep.
And maybe the other 9 would have to be a little bit more inland.
Like a
you'd have-
Lacey style?
Yeah, you'd have 2 contrasting 9s, and there's a good area for it. It's an industrial area, but
Yeah.
there's room for a golf course. And I think they spoke about it years ago.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe like 5-6 years ago that they were thinking about doing it. But I reckon there's room. I reckon WA would easily get away with another golf course.
Yeah, there's enough traffic going around. People wanting to play, and when I give people lessons and ask them where you're playing, they sort of tell you, "Oh, I tried to book in this weekend, but couldn't get a spot, so I'm going to go hit range balls."
Which is another reason. I remember like episode 2 or something. I said it's one of the benefits of being a member of a golf course.
But even that's getting harder.
It is. You got to be onto it very quickly to try and book in on Saturday.
Like if you're thinking about making a decision about it, it's probably go time now.
Yep.
Because
The Springs could open up another 9 and be a full 18-hole golf course. The
Is there
Springs
room?
down in Armidale. Yeah, 100% there's room.
the cost though to build would be just ridiculous. Though,
You
with a
reckon? Just get a couple of doses in, mate. Can't be hard.
bit of fertilizer, weed and feed.
If that. Just throw a bit of grass down. I'm sure.
AstroTurf.
No, don't be silly. But I don't reckon it could be. It couldn't be too hard to build a golf course. Just get out there and just rip it up.
So I
do
got
like-
something for you, boys.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many golf courses do you reckon there are in the USA?
That is such a good question, man.
52 states.
I wouldn't even know how to guess that. I'm going to say something less than what you would think, but it would be something around. Let's go 14,000.
14,000.
Yeah.
I was going to go like 850.
850. You're an idiot. What?
What is the
you
number?
couldn't be real.
So the number is 16,752.
2,000 off. I knew I was close, man. But, so the reason why I knew that it'd be something around that is because I'm fairly certain New South Wales has like 300 or something.
Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't
Yeah.
even know.
Well,
right.
Perth Metro has, I think, like when I say Metro, I mean like Armidale, Serpentine, like in this area.
Yep.
It's about 41 or something.
Well, Australia ranks 5th in the number of golf courses per country in the world.
Really?
Yep.
I love stats like that.
How many we got?
How many do you reckon?
Oh, don't ask
1,800.
me. 2,000.
1,616
I'm so
approximately.
close, man. I'm good at this.
Far out.
What are the countries above it?
So we're 5th.
If you were to rank the top 5, what countries do you reckon would be top 5?
Well, US is one. isn't
USA is 1.
it? The
Scotland?
No.
What?
Scotland has 614 apparently.
Wow. Okay.
China.
Not China.
No. They've got
Just below
bugger all.
Scotland.
They got bugger all golf courses over there.
Spain.
Not Spain. That you've literally gone Scotland, China, Spain in order.
Thanks.
I wouldn't even have a clue. Like New Zealand doesn't have that. They can't have that many. They'd only have like 300 or something.
418.
It's close.
Far out.
What? Who is it then? Who's number 2?
Japan.
Really?
3,169.
Wow. Wow.
Right next door to the USA.
Yep.
Canada.
Yep. Canada.
2,633. And
Hey.
England. 2,270.
Well, that's obvious now.
Yeah, I
well.
knew that. Now that you tell me, I know that. Well, there you go. I actually I love stats like that.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Okay.
Well, we need more. 41. Sort it out.
100% we need more here in WA.
Because when we go to Melbourne, it's like, you're like, oh, where do we start?
Yes.
Whereas if people come to WA, they're like, oh, well, I've got to go. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I've got to play.
I feel like we've played so many sort of in that sandbelt area, and we haven't even scratched the surface.
No,
You know,
that's-
like Woodlands, Yarra Yarra, I think Long Island,
Kingston Heath.
PK. You know, like we haven't even. There's so many good ones, and then even the ones that people don't brag about are like still top tier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're competing against a Royal Melbourne. You're always going to come up second best.
Yeah.
No matter how good you are. So, yeah, we need more in WA. I don't know how we get that sorted, but yeah, we're just missing one in the city would be just unreal. Birdwood. That land is just sitting there. It is doing nothing.
It's not.
No
What
one's
do you mean it's
walking
not
on
sitting
it.
there?
I remember I stayed at the Crown for anniversary, and I
must
looked
be
out the
nice.
window. No, don't. You went, how's Bali? I just looked out the window, and there was a bloke hitting balls,
Yeah.
bucket
Okay.
of balls, and it was just down an old fairway,
Yep.
just smacking balls. I was like, well, there's a hole. It could just be a 9-hole track as well.
This is where you could get creative as well. So we've got plenty of lakes here in WA. You know, Bibra Lake. What's the one up the road just here? Lake Monga.
Mungo, yep.
Imagine just having like 9 holes, just like wrap around a lake, and you just follow one after the other. That's actually a pretty cool idea.
Someone just pull your finger out and get it done.
Someone with money,
Yep, not us.
not us. Yeah, it's definitely not us.
Not us.
I've got this written down. Did you know? Because I wanted to have a chat about the John Daly Classic that we're eventually going to get to. We will get to it at some point.
Did you hear it? You would have listened last week. We talked about it.
I'd had a few Long Island iced teas, mate. Do you want to
Well,
recap me?
I was just doubling down on what the
Oh yes,
rules
actually,
were because I was a
remember.
bit
And I heard you
stressed.
saying Guinness, and I was like, no,
No.
nah. I love a Guinness,
Yeah.
right? And I know that I could probably drink 3 to your 1, but
But I can make 3 birdies to your 1.
yeah, but I reckon it has to be. And I don't like. All right, I'll put my foot down and say I don't think it should be Guinness, and I don't think it should be shots. It has to be cans.
But they're so like that. You guys just be smashing them back
Correct.
and getting. Yeah, no. I want it to be like, oh, I need a shot. Yeah, right. I'll commit to it. I'm gonna have a Guinness. I'm gonna have a shot.
I think I could have. I think I'd prefer to have 10 shots than 10 cans.
Yeah.
I'd
Okay.
I think I'd be clearer. Whereas if I had to, because then you make the rule even tighter. Like you have to finish that beer before the hole ends.
Like you get on a team like, tss,
Yep.
whack.
And it's got to be done before the putt sinks.
Yep. Okay.
You know, so that the can, or you know, because then if you made it like you have to shotgun a can or like scull your stubby, like then we're talking. I'd rather drink the Guinness.
Yeah.
I think it just has to be cans.
Can the people at home vote? We're voting cans, we're voting Guinness, or we're voting shots.
Yep.
Whatever gets the most is what we're doing.
Okay. Yep.
Yep. That's the fairest way to go about it.
Yeah, I agree with that actually. Because I'm happy to trust me. I'm happy to do all 3. But yeah, okay. Let's put it to the people. Yeah. Okay. But so speaking of that, on YouTube, if you're not subscribed, this is an audio-based podcast, but we are on YouTube and we're getting a few views
Yeah, it's going
on
well.
the YouTube.
We've cracked
and
2,000.
2.1 we're at now.
Oh, nice.
It's fantastic. So once we get to the 5,000, John Daly Classic happens.
Yep.
I reckon we need to start preparing with the course and who's going to have us. And then I was even thinking, is that an event where we'll film it? We'll put that'll go on a video somewhere. That'll probably go on the YouTube for the swing of it.
Yep.
But is that somewhere where we get the punters out to watch?
Oh,
I like the idea.
yeah.
Yep.
You play well in front of the punters too.
know.
Yeah, I know what you're doing.
When I get a crowd out there, mate, I'll
Yeah.
step up for the big occasions.
Oh, give it a rest. We both shot 8 over. Can we just leave it at that?
What, at the Blitz?
Yeah.
No, I was 6 over.
Well, wasn't it for
Through
6 holes?
With 2 bars or something. Doesn't matter, mate.
Oh. Yeah, no, that sounds good. I mean, again, let the punters
like the idea.
let us know what they want. So they're going to vote Guinness, shots, or cans.
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay.
Very good.
Now, this is something that I love that it's a part of the podcast, and it needs to just keep going forever, is the hypotheticals. Now, I know you gave me one, but this is another one that I heard on the internet the other day. If you had to play a round of golf and you had to shoot as low as possible, what club are you using? Just a one club for the whole for the whole 18 holes. Let me say it again. You can only use one club for all 18 holes, and you need to shoot as low as possible. What club are you using?
7-iron.
7?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So I can hit 7-iron goes about 165, but then you could add a bit of a roper to it. You could thin one.
Yep.
That'll go a bit further.
You can putt with the 7-iron.
Putt with a 7.
How would you go into bunkers?
Yeah. Yeah, you could get out. You open it up. You got your best chance. Like any lower than that, and we're talking, it's going to go a long way. But
Yep.
you could get very low with a 7 and try your best just to get it on the green. But yeah, I'm going to say 7. What are you
Okay.
thinking?
Well, before I go, what would you shoot?
Oh, I'd be
18
happy
holes.
to keep it under 90.
No,
85.
that's a bit more confident. Yeah, well done. Okay, 85. Yeah, it's like, I'll say 120 then. It's like,
Yeah, I win. There we go. Yeah.
I would go the bunkers side of things and chipping that. It doesn't matter. So I may as well just take drive.
You actually would chip better. Chip and run.
100%.
Like you're forced to just chip and run.
The 6-iron punch out of the bushes in a sandy lie back onto the fairway.
It's your go-to.
Yeah. Speaking of, actually, I really want to touch on this. It razzed me up, right? It got me going when I was listening to the podcast. Anyways, I reckon I wouldn't break 90 even with one club. I don't think I'd break 90. So let's call it under 100, but not
Are you
breaking 90.
talking about your player card rating?
I am talking about the player card, right? So 2 bones to pick here. You gave yourself a 95 out of the bunkers.
Yeah, I did listen back. Should have gone 96. Good point. Thanks for bringing it up, Joel.
So yeah, as soon as you said 95, because I was like, I was going to say something about 70, I reckon. And then you said 95. No, let me get to it. Right. And then you said 95, mate. I was listening in the car and I nearly swerved at a tree. I was so angry, right? Because the first thing I thought about was I think it must be around the 14th hole at Royal Queensland. There's a trap bunker behind the green that is the ultimate do not go into this bunker. And you shanked it.
Oh, yeah.
You remember?
Tough lie.
You've had numerous shanks out of the bunker.
Yeah, because I'm going for the big razzle-dazzler.
Kuyunga
Yeah.
just hossled it straight over the
But
back.
their bunkers are no good. They've gone really cheap on the bunker sand at Kionga.
Yeah.
I'm going for the crazy
Yep.
and that takes a good 95 sort of ability to
So you
back
got to risk
yourself
it.
in.
You got to risk it. Yeah, okay. So
I haven't pulled one off yet.
you're
but
happy to stick with the 95?
I'll go a 90.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. And now I want to talk about the number that was given to me for my chipping.
Yeah.
I think you have looked after me a bit.
You got me on-
The only
14.
Use 14. Because, well, think about it. We have 100. I got a chip, right? From, say, 20 metres over a bunker.
Yeah.
And you give me 100 shots. I don't think 14 are going to land on the green.
But you've sent through to me a couple of pictures of you like, mate, I was here, bunker, look at me ball. And it was 6 feet away.
That's how rare it was, mate. I had to send a video for proof. Do you know, so 14, I thought it was fair. You could probably go a bit lower and I wouldn't even hesitate to agree with you. But the only reason I didn't like it is because my number,
It dropped you big time.
I'm a better, but my handicap is better than Hammers.
Yeah.
But my overall ranking's lower.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm just the working man's 8 handicap.
You are. Yeah. The chipping out, I was dead. That 50-50 is fair. That was
do you
coming straight off how you couldn't play a certain shot.
Yes.
So I was like, well, he's eliminated half of the golf course.
Yeah,
That's a
agreed.
50 rating for
Yeah,
sure.
that
That's what my
actually-
thinking was.
That happened on the weekend, actually. I was in a position
okay.
where if I could just hit a baby draw, I would have made par, or potentially could have made par, but instead I made triple. Yeah.
When we're in Queensland, we'll learn. We'll do it. Well, we're going to film something before we go to Queensland, hopefully.
What? Where?
Wembley.
Oh, we're going to film. Yeah, okay.
We got
Go to
well
Wembley?
back and we go to Wembley. Get a game done at Wembley. You'll play 9 holes somewhere at Wembley.
Oh,
Shoot it all.
okay. Yeah.
But yeah, then we're going to learn how to hit a hook. I'll step in for the occasion. Joel, here we go. Leg back, throw the hands.
Yeah, okay.
Slice.
Yeah.
Oh, punch up.
But I did agree with you because it's one section of your game that I do like is your ability to craft a ball with a sand wedge that should not be able to move that far right to
I think
left.
when you've only, like I keep saying, I've only got this option. So there's no doubt. Whereas if it's clear air, clear skies, you're like, where do you want to go, mate?
Yeah,
Pick
yeah.
one. And you don't pick one. It goes sideways.
It's very nice to watch, actually, and editing it. Well, actually, I might touch on my round.
Oh, you play on the weekend?
From Saturday, yeah.
Yep.
So I in Bali, the day before we left, I in the pool trying to impress the kids, did the best banana fritter you've ever seen in your life, mate. So for anyone that doesn't know what a banana fritter is, it's where you just jump as high and parallel as you can with the water.
Yep.
Sort of half sort of banana your body, so you look like a banana, and
Yep.
just land perfectly sideways. So you just land on your side, on your face, on your legs.
Oh, mate, not at your age.
Yeah. But kids all got a laugh, which was, goal achieved.
Yeah.
Kinked my neck.
Yeah.
Bad, not good. I'm going to say like 20% mobility.
Straight away, like, hit the water?
Instantly,
Yep.
mate. Before I'd even lifted my head out of the water, I thought,
Done.
I've got golf in 2 days. I'm not going to be able to play. That was literally my first thought, like, no joke. So, yeah, Saturday, I wasn't expecting much, which I think is a nice, you're just like, whatever, I'm just here for
After
a
a holiday, you wouldn't go
Yeah.
in with much. Hammer would.
Landed at 2, got home at 3 a.m. And then teed off at 11. So she was rough. Still managed to sneak in a couple of dinners beforehand. But the goal was to have no doubles for the round. And I achieved it because I only had 2 triples, no doubles. Very good. Burnt my handicap by the turn, which is standard. And then I think I shot 2 or 3 over on the back. So I think it was 13 over for the round. I was
That's
pretty
not
happy. Once again, man, it's like the last 8 rounds that I've played, 6 of them been stroke off the tips.
Oh, it's just relentless.
Yeah, I just can't get away from it. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't mind a good Stableford day where you can just like, okay.
Off the whites, man, just
You go off the whites.
occasionally. I
Can you
reckon, like,
pick?
no, you can't pick. They're introducing that at the moment.
I was going to say, I thought that was something I know at COT they do. People come in and go, like, pull me off the whites today and the yellows. And
Yeah. I think it's something that's introduced to most clubs or getting there at least. And I think it's a great idea.
yeah, the old boys need it. Like, there's a couple of fairways at COT where it's very heavily roughed and then the old boy's not making it.
Yep.
If he was another 20 metres forward, his ball lands, rolls on, he's actually enjoying his day. So,
So to be clear, we're talking about the same thing. So you rock up to a competition on Saturday,
Yep.
and before the round, you say, "I want to play off the reds today,"
Yep.
or you say, "I want to play off the tips" or whatever. So I thought it's a good thing to have, and you could use it strategically, not just because obviously if you go off the front tees, your handicap's going to be lower because the stroke rating is under.
yep.
But on like a windy, rainy day, you're not going to be hitting it further. The wind's into you basically all day. You're just thinking, you know what? I'm happy to lose 2 or 3 shots to go off the fronts because I know that I'm going to gain distance here.
Yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah, but how do you feel? Like, what if you have okay,
Yeah, here we go.
you go out and you have a 39 points off the blacks, get pipped by a bloke that rocked up and went off the reds and had 40 points. How hard are you punching him in the back of the head?
I have been stung harder than anybody will ever be stung on losing a competition from different tees.
Yes.
I'm not going to elaborate,
Yep.
but if I lost by 1 point, that's fine.
You reckon? Your eyes twitching.
Yeah, I know. No, because I think I'm so dead now to that whole situation about being beaten off someone from a different tee that I'm so numb to it that I don't really care.
It worked you up so much.
I have died. Like honestly, man, it's probably been, it wouldn't be 12 months. If anybody that doesn't know, I lost monthly mug to someone else that played off a different tee marker, and they beat me by a lot of shots, and it hurt me. It hurt me a lot.
And that was a couple of months ago, and we still talk about it.
It's probably coming up to 12 months.
Is it?
But I've won a monthly mug since.
Yeah. I reckon if you hadn't, it would still be.
Oh yeah, I'd be more burnt about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't really care. Losing to somebody off a different tee box, I'm numb to it now.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't think it's right,
Really?
but I don't know how you get around it either.
Well, then you just have like a red tee competition, a
Yeah.
blue tee competition, a black tee competition.
Yep.
Actually, I think that should just be pretty generic.
Standard, yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay. I wanted to chat about some tech stuff. The reason why is because I was on the 12th fairway. Father-in-law was coming down the 13th, and I'm watching him, and he's trying to zap. He's getting on now. He must be 60, late 60s, maybe 68. He's trying to zap the flag with he's got this Temu rangefinder, just some cheapy thing.
Yep.
Can't zap it. I run over there to him because I'm like, I'll just give him the Bushnells. I'll give him my one because I know it's going to work. anyway, so I ran over there and it got me thinking. I want to get. You can get like a rangefinder thing that's just like almost like a watch. You hold it in your hand and it shows you. It just shows front, middle, back. Just big analog type thing that you can see.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on all the tech now involved in measuring the distance to the flag? Because you can get some wild things now.
Oh yeah, I've seen a fair bit. There's the one where it sticks on your hat. You just hit the button and it
Reads it out to you.
reads it out to you.
Yep. Or Bushnell's do one where it's like a speaker, and I think you just say, "How far am I?" and it reads it out to you.
Yeah, wow.
It's on your phone. It's on My Score now. It shows you what it is to the middle or the pin. There's all the different apps that you can get, like tracking apps.
Yep.
Like how far is too far?
I think it depends how if it holds up play. I know I've been out there and a guy's quickly checked his watch and he grabs the club and goes. I think that's unreal.
Yep.
I think it's Garmin that do pretty good watches.
Yep.
That would be the way to go, I think, if you can wear a watch while you play. I can't wear one when I play.
Can you?
No.
Yeah, okay.
I flick my wrist too much and it hurts.
Yeah, okay. Maybe that's why I can't hit draws.
I can't throw the hands over.
Take the watch
Oh,
off.
no. Yeah, I think it's if it's speeding up play, it's only a good thing. Back in my day, the old 150 peg, and you'd sort of look back like this and go, right, I'm about here, about 140, whack, get it wrong. If you get a good rangefinder, there's a couple I've seen that you're zapping and it doesn't quite get it. Yep. Bushnell's good. It just seems to rumble when you get it and you're like, cool, that's you trust it. I'm part.
Pardon?
Unless you're in Sydney and you zap the trees over the back.
Hit the trees. Hit a 182 4-iron. Oh, no. To a 140 pin.
Yeah, if you know how to use them, they're great.
Yeah.
And if they're speeding up play, it's good. But I don't know. Yeah. What else could you do now? Voice, watch, laser,
The
Power
apps.
band.
power band.
Yeah, get a power band onto it. That helps. No, so I'll tell you what I would do, especially on if I know that a pin is front, or especially if I'm playing a golf course that I've not played before. So I'll just zap the flag.
Yep.
Then I'll zap the bunker.
Yep.
That's probably the first thing I'll do. But what I'll also do is if I'm hitting into a green and I don't know if there's like a bunker long or where the miss is, I'll bring up Arcos on the app and I'll look and just see what as an aerial view what that green looks like.
Yep.
But unless I've got the app open in my phone or whatnot, I know that I'm taking up too long.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So
already I'm like, hurry up, Joel, hit it.
Yeah, correct. Which is, like in Pennants. Well, I played Royal Perth enough now that I know where every single bunker is.
Yeah. Yep.
But like if I was playing at a course, so we're playing. It's going to Mosman Park.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing Mozzie Park for Pennants as well. I'd never played there before.
Yeah, it's a quick little 9-hole course.
Yeah.
Good views.
And playing Seaview as well.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Tough course.
Never played there, but it's like a 724 tee off.
Yeah, if you can play there without the wind, it's unreal. It's when it's windy, it's probably up there as one of the tougher courses just to try and control your ball.
Yeah.
And then try not to hit anyone as well.
Yeah.
A couple of holes that cross over, a couple of cars, a couple of people walking down the alleyway, not wearing many clothes.
But at least I know that the wind's always going to be coming off the one way. So it's
it
like,
blows back in.
yeah, like I know that I can aim at the road,
Yeah.
and regardless of what my
You'll get your
ball,
draw.
yeah, it's going to happen. Yeah. Oh, I don't know, not with the way. Yeah,
That's worse when it doesn't. You're like, oh, you're joking.
that 60-kilometre wind
It's still
isn't
not-
going to help that slice. No,
Far out. Yeah, no, that's Sun City. Sorry,
Seaview.
Seaview. Very good.
Yeah, keen
Very
to play there because I've never played. I've been there numerous times.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
never played it.
No, very good course.
Yeah.
I reckon it's one of those courses that I hope they don't take it over.
Yeah, okay,
That's a prime piece of real estate on that place.
it is. You know what? And there's actually a nice bit of land to the west of it as well. No, sorry, east of it. West is in the water. East side of it. I think there's an oval and stuff there. Imagine
Yes.
having like an apartment complex looking over that.
Golf. Yeah, there'll be a couple of balls in the balcony though
Yeah.
on that one par 4. But yeah, no, very nice. Very nice.
Anything you want to talk about? I've got heaps loaded, but I don't know. I don't want to.
I got a lot of people telling me they're going to send in their swing tips.
Oh
and
yeah.
videos and stories.
I heard. Is that so? Patreon. We have
Yes.
Patreon.
Oh yeah, if you haven't signed up to Patreon, become a patron. I think we've got a fair few. Last week we did a Q&A just for those people.
Okay.
So if you want to go have a listen to that, you're going to have to sign up. But
Yep.
thank you very much if you have.
Yeah.
Like I said to Hammer last week, it's unreal that people actually sit down and listen to us.
Yep.
What are you doing?
It is. It's a real. I've noticed a change since we started the podcast. When we go to golf clubs, a lot of people recognise us or whatever, and they'll always say, like, I love the videos or whatnot.
Yep.
Everyone says now, loving the podcast, keep it up. I'll get random messages of people saying, like, people add me on Facebook and then just literally messaging me saying, loving the podcast, and keep it up. Like, it's
We're
so
very
refreshing.
different. I've listened to a couple of golf. I listen to a lot of golf podcasts, and it's very precise, and they know what they're talking about. It's just a good change, I think, for us, where we're just completely guessing but backing ourselves in.
Literally, like, I've written some stuff down, you know, just to talk about or whatnot, but there's no homework. Well, and even if there is,
We
I'm not
don't do
doing
it,
yeah. And that's the best part. And it is, I enjoy it with Hammer as well, because it's like, it just breaks it up. Like, he talks well. He's
Completely different point of view.
Yeah.
He's got stories that we don't know. Like, we've spent way too much time together. We know.
Yeah.
You're about to tell me something that I already know about you.
Yeah.
Well, okay, what is something I wouldn't know about you? I've got one that you'll laugh.
Oh, righto. Something you don't know about me.
Yeah. What's something that no one would know about you without getting yourself in trouble?
Yeah, I know. That's where I've got to be careful.
What about your old job? People don't know that.
Talk about that, you reckon?
Yeah. That's something, if you said that, I'd be like, oh, I didn't know that.
Okay, yeah. I used to work for WA Police.
Oh.
I used to work in the drug and firearm section. And not as, it wasn't a copper, wasn't running around shooting anyone or anything, but worked in...
Oh, good.
Yeah, I'm the last person that should be in charge of authority. No, but worked, so yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, I used to work for Waypole, and would just be in charge of guns, all the firearms and drugs for organised crime.
Has some pretty cool stories too, which I don't think we can talk about.
Definitely can't
But
talk
yeah,
about
we've
them,
been sitting in a plane. I've heard some pretty cool stories about things you found and situations you've been in. That's pretty cool.
It was very much an eye opener for me. So I tried to get into the police force.
Yep.
I actually passed everything, but didn't pass as good as other people had. So then they said, no, not this time, but if you want this job, take it. So it was like I can't remember the role, auxiliary officer, I think it is. So yeah, you're not sworn in or anything, but you're a part of the police force. But yeah, geez, before I started that, I thought Perth was like a real innocent sort of place.
Oh, really?
You know, just because it's so far away from like, the East Coast. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
No, nothing is. No, and it really changed the way I look at
Everyone.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, like you just get aware of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it really, really surprised me. Well, there you go. Anyone that doesn't know that, now they know that I used to work for... I've had 1,000 jobs. I've had
I
so
know.
many different
I'm
careers.
putting in telephone poles for Telstra.
No, that was Western Power.
Sorry.
The power lines. Yeah. Well, that's how I got over to WA originally. Being a Victorian, that's how what got me over here.
Did you work with horses or something?
Well, mum and dad are horse trainers.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, so I own horses and have horses
butcher?
back home. Well, butcher was your first job.
You've lived a life.
Yeah.
I've done golf, and a bit of golf.
Yeah, what a waste of time.
Yeah, I know. You'd think I'd be better.
I was actually going to ask you, weirdly, I was going to say, if you could pick any other career path, what would it have been?
It always would have been sport-based.
Yeah, but you had to be good at it, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, so golf was the one that shone out. You used to play volleyball.
Yeah, not very good. Oh, no, my mates are listening. I was very good. Very good back setter.
Better than them.
Yeah, like they probably deep down know that.
You were better.
If they needed to give it to someone to get the job done, they would have thrown it to me.
Okay, yeah.
They are talk about turning your car into a tree. They're doing that right now. I don't know. I love cricket. I'm a massive cricketer when I was younger.
Yep.
That's
one of those things, though, you know, like a squad of, a squad of like 20 or whatever it is, but, you know, like 11 blokes on the field for Australia, you've got to be good.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that good.
No.
It wasn't that good. I'll tell you what, though. This is something you won't know about me. When I got into high school, on a music scholarship.
Oh, God. What for, though? Like singing or an instrument or what?
Yeah, instrument. What do you reckon I played?
Oh, it's got to be something nerdy. I don't know. Well, I say nerdy. You know, I wish I could play a piano. I'll say something that you blow into. Yeah, saxophone. Go saxophone. There's something out there. What?
No, a guitar.
Can you play guitar?
I can play a bit of guitar. I haven't played for a while, yeah.
So if we happen to bring in a guitar, we'll get you to strum away?
I'll play the start of Oasis. That's all you needed to do when you're like 18.
Oh, my God. If we grew up in the same area and I was the same age as you, I 100% would have king hit you with a party. Yeah. playing the guitar and
You grabbed it off.
Yeah, slam it straight over the back of your head.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
well, I
that's
won't go
very
into
funny.
that much more.
Nah, now I got to hear you play guitar. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Like, I haven't played for, like, since I've had kids, so
Yeah, okay.
then my dreams went.
Just to tell you how much of, like, I bought a guitar as, like, a, literally to, like, rub it into people that used to do that and play guitar at a party. And there's a photo of me hosting a massive house party like when I was like 16 because I'd moved out when I was 15. And there's just a picture of me like sitting up on the kitchen bench holding an acoustic guitar.
Not playing.
I don't know how to play it, man. But there's like in this picture, it's like, geez, did you used to play the guitar? It's like,
Yeah. I dabbled. Yeah.
play a bit of akadaka. Well, but we need to get you on the guitar and make like a.
I reckon Hammer can sing. He could.
I
He
reckon
hold
you
a
could bust
tune.
out a tune.
Yeah. Well, we'll do a little sing along at the end of the next week's pod. If you're a
the
Patreon,
outro.
yeah. If you become a patron, we'll sing you a song.
Wow, that's good actually.
Very good. Do we have any emails or swings?
Lots.
Oh, good.
Yeah, lots. My
Thank you
phone
very much.
blows up all the time with them.
Awesome. More than any other pod that you do in the studio?
Nah. Almost.
That's a lot.
Golf. What about golf specific pods
Yeah.
It's the best golf specific
so.
pod
in this studio?
in
I
this
bloody
studio,
thought
and potentially others in a small 5-kilometre radius. First one in from Michael Bevan. Slow
Hey,
play.
Michael Bevan.
Yeah, great. Congratulations on getting that winning run in that
Yeah.
that one dayer in the
It was
90s.
pretty good, but now he's really interested in golf. So he said, slow play, no worries, and send in this image.
God.
So
That'll speed you up.
yeah, so it looks like what is the army in the back of like a greenkeeper's car, guns out.
What's going on there?
They got helmets on and everything. Yeah, okay. Good to see they. That's what they need at a lot of golf courses.
Yep.
Just the army running around.
I told him about the guy getting the cans out of the bin last week.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
he
that
needed
was
it. He needed that up there.
that
up
was a
his arse.
joke.
Yeah,
bloke made $1.50.
that's what we said.
Good on you, yeah.
Yeah.
Next
Wow.
one, Sean Hobson, not a famous cricketer, but hey boys, love the podcast. Great gear question for you guys. I'm new to golf with a set of old Greg Norman King Cobras handed down from my uncle and the obligatory spider putter I bought myself. I have 2 toddlers, so I'm trying to get out once a month to play with the little spare time I have. My question is, before I throw all my money at new clubs, I have heard it suggested on another potty to go and get fitted for new shafts and grips with my current set. Do you boys reckon this is a worthwhile step before I go to a new set when I can play more often? Will it help stop me feeling like a plastic bag filled up with shit? Love your work.
That's actually quite an expensive experiment to go and do that for, depending on what you've got. If you swing it really hard and you've got regular flex or you've got graphite set, then maybe. But yeah, you're better off just going on Marketplace and getting a different set. It's probably gonna be cheaper than getting new shafts and grips.
One of my mates, Sam, he went to Costco and bought. I think it's Callaway. It's like a $600 set. It's got everything in there. I think it's got a driver, a hybrid, putter, and maybe like every second iron, or maybe every iron. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it was about $600. Got the bag in it as well.
Yeah.
Perfect. Start with that, I guess.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm happy to take over the
Tips. Yeah, no. Yes, so far so good.
You'd start with that, and then you figure out, oh, hold on, the flex is too much. I'm spraying them or whatnot, and then borrow one of your mates. Borrow a mate that's using a stiff shaft and go, oh yeah, this is working a bit better.
Yeah, it's just expensive. Like I can't remember how much a steel shaft's going to cost you, but you're looking probably $150 plus. Per
Oh,
club.
did he say about getting new shafts?
Just
put
new
in them?
shafts put in?
Oh no, you don't.
Yeah,
do
that's
that,
what I mean.
Not
I
for
don't
an
think.
old. No.
You obviously listen to the wrong podcasts.
I wasn't listening. Oh, this
Mate.
bloke listens to the wrong one.
No, yeah, he said he listened to another podcast,
Oh,
which he's
okay.
obviously now found the light and he's listening to us.
Yeah,
mate, say go on Marketplace, get a set. Don't spend your money on shafts. It's just an experiment that's probably going to be a waste of money.
Yep. Well, I sold it. Set of old RBZ like tailor-made stiff shafts.
Yep.
$150 for what is how many irons?
There you
is
go.
it 9 irons or whatever?
Yeah.
Pitch and wedge to a 4 iron.
Do that.
Go and do that. Yeah.
Next one, David Scott. Hi guys, love the pod. This is my favourite golf story. A few years back, we used to go to Adelaide to play Country Golf Week, where country clubs go to the Big Smoke to play great courses and find out who the best country golfer is. We were playing at Tea Tree Gully one day on a cold and drizzly day when a player from Mount Gambier was playing the 15th, where the second shot is over the lake to the green. He hit his wedge and finished on the upslope between the green and the lake. And as he played his chip, he hears a big splash as his buggy rolls back into the lake. With his car keys, wallet, from key, etc. in the buggy, he strips off and jumps into the freezing lake. He finds the buggy, pulls it over to the side, and his playing partners lift it up over the lip. Hang on, just stay there, says one of the playing partners. I'll count your clubs to see if any have fallen out. He starts counting. 1, 2, 3, so on, so on, so on, 15. He leans over to old mate, treading water in the freezing lake. Mate, you got 15 clubs?
Oh.
Disqualified.
Oh, wow. What a set of, it's like a scenario that's just played out there.
Just kicked him while he's down.
Is it, is 15 clubs,
Yeah, too many. One too many.
but is it DQ?
Yeah. Sorry, it's for how many holes you've played. You get a penalty, but it depends if he's like 10 holes in, I think.
Yeah, and then it overwrites it. I'd love to find that rule out, but that, mate, you have just come up short there.
That's rough.
That was meant to happen.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like that's...
And the bloke that counted and did that, that's country bloke doing that. Come on, what are you doing?
no,
The blokes.
he was counting to make sure all the clubs are being...
Yeah, I know.
picked
And
out.
then go and make your DQ.
You've actually got 15, yeah.
Yeah. You just go, hang on, just get your undies dried out. We're not going to DQ you, but maybe just don't use the 3-on you've got in your bag. I don't know.
yeah.
I know it's rules of golf, but man, the guy was already soaking wet. Yeah. That's rough. That is very rough.
Very funny, but...
G'day, boys. Wanted to hugely second the point Ron made about women ruining women's golf for new women.
Oh, actually, yeah.
I was right, though.
Brave. Very brave.
Spot on.
Yeah, brave.
Back myself in.
Yeah, well, this guy's back in as well. My wife and I are members of a private club here in Perth. For age context, she's in her 30s, the youngest by about 15 years. She doesn't play the women's comp on the women's comp days unless it's with a select handful of ladies, and much prefers playing the mixed days with the boys because some of the experience she's had with the established lady members left a lot to be desired regarding their mentoring styles towards a new member learning the etiquette of club golf. She likes that when she plays with guys our age. No one mentions the length of her skirt. We play ready golf, have a few cans on the walk, couple of side bets, etc. There's basic etiquette stuff you need to know. Fix your divots, pitch marks, but we're doing it for fun outside of your daily grind of our lives, not for a living. Get a few copies of that Bible dropped off around clubs soon. Love the podcast. Keep it up, choppers.
Yeah, brilliant. Because when I heard you saying that, I'm glad you did say it because obviously at least one person agrees here, and now two because I do. Not that I've ever witnessed it or seen it, but have heard from numerous people about numerous different places at numerous different clubs exactly what you spoke about.
Yeah.
Just someone that's been there for not too long, but longer than anyone else, and really stamping it down and making it difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you want to... Yeah, I give these... there's this pair of ladies that I coach, and I don't know if they listen to this. They are so much fun. They would have a great time. They are so scared to join.
Yep.
One, they don't think they're good enough, even though they can hit it really well. They, like I said, they're going and playing public courses as a 2-ball in the middle of these massive fields, and that's more inviting than playing in a ladies' comp. That's something has to happen. I don't know what has to happen.
It's sad, really.
Yeah,
and especially because you look at the numbers for women in golf, and it's significantly less.
Yeah.
Like, there's no denying that.
Yeah.
So we need to encourage more of it. Like, the youngest female at Kwinana, she just plays with us boys.
Yeah.
Like, she's just happy. She's our age. You're younger than me, anyways. But I don't know.
I think you got to call it out. That's probably that's the step, and that's going to be the hardest part.
Yeah.
When someone's doing the wrong thing,
Yep.
do you come up and say, "Oi, Judith, pull your head in. She's just new. Let her play. She's going to learn."
But it's one of those things, and I've worked with people like this that they're to the book.
Yeah.
And you can't argue with the book because it's
wrong.
the set of rules.
Yeah.
And all there's no leeway. There's no grey area. It's like, no, this is how it's done and this is how we're going to do it. So it's like, if you complained about that person and said, just come on, ease up. And it's like, no, well, I'm telling her that she needs to do this.
Yeah.
How do you get to that?
We're also not saying that it's like this everywhere.
Oh, no. God, no.
I would say at COT, I'm going to say 99% are spot on, but it just takes one.
Yep.
And that's enough. And I understand you would never want to go back.
It's so
once
intimidating.
You cop something like that. So,
Yeah.
moving on.
Yeah, anyways.
Moving on, more golf Bible stuff. We definitely need a golf Bible. I've been playing golf since I was 12, mostly social rounds with my dad and a few mates. But when I joined a club at 30, things changed. I'll never forget my first Stableford comp. I got absolutely drilled by another member for stuff I didn't even realise was against the rules. Things like grounding my club in a bunker. I had no idea that wasn't allowed. It was a bit of a wake-up call, and honestly, I haven't played in a comp since. If there had been a simple, easy-to-follow rule book or guide for new club golfers back then, it would have made a world of difference. That's why I really believe a golf Bible for beginners is something every golfer should have access to.
It was brilliant. Whose idea was that? Was it yours, was it? Bloody hell. And we recorded it.
Yeah. When we were talking, I listened back and I was like, who said Bible? And it was bloody me.
Oh, you checked it?
I did.
Yeah, good on you.
We can make this video.
It's
5-minute video. Is it video or?
No,
or
mate, I 100% reckon it's a book.
Yeah,
It's a book. It's a detailed book, a Bible. It's the Bible. And it breaks it down into different sections, including bunkers,
Yep.
Including etiquette. There's, just general things like...
But like easy to read, like no, yes.
Yes.
Cross, tick.
You must be there 10 minutes before your round or whatever,
Yep.
Stuff like that. So that's the same as... I know so many people that would just play social golf, and you'd ask them, what's your handicap? Oh, I normally shoot like about 90 or whatever. And they come and they're shooting 110. They don't know why. It's because they would just pull the ball from the side of the tree so they have a shot.
Yeah.
It's like, well, that's not how the actual rules work.
Yeah. Oh, we can do this.
I don't think it'd take much.
No.
It'd just take like a couple of hours of sitting down and getting it done. And I think it needs to be done. And I did love the idea that the patrons get it. Do you know? Like I heard Haber say that, and I was just like, "You cheeky bugger!"
He's just
yeah, it was very
loves
good,
a dollar.
What? Speaking of dollars, mate, he hasn't put enough money in the swear jar.
Where is it?
It's down there.
Yeah, that should be half full.
Oh, speaking of Hammer, so he sent a couple of messages through.
He'll be joining again soon.
Triple start. Lost left off both tees. Cobwebs officially out. Now I go low. So that was 13 minutes ago. So he started triple. I'm telling you, he's on for a
100.
97.
97?
Called it, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming that he's not going to want to raise the bat. He's not going to do one for the country. And then, Australia raised the bat, or a 99, Shane Warne, RIP.
Yep.
So he's going to go a 97, I reckon.
Oh.
Yeah. Is there any more, Jaden, or is that it?
Yep, we got a couple of voice messages as well if you want to go through those.
Yeah, lovely.
Hey lads, I went to Whaleback driving range last night, and my driver...
Heard this one?
Yep. His head came off.
Hey guys, loving the pod so far. Congrats on everything you've achieved to date.
All right, I've gone too far back.
Oh no.
How's this?
G'day guys. I just really need to vent to you guys, and I feel like this is the perfect platform to do it. So last year, just casually playing golf, no handicap, nothing. Best round was 80. Anywhere up to about 85. Was like, cool. I'm going to get a handicap in the new year, start playing a bit more seriously. And, I've shot the last 3 rounds, 95, 95, and you guessed it, 95. Anyway, I've got a tee time tomorrow morning, keen as. Thanks, boys. Love the pod.
I'd love to know what that round was.
95.
The 4th round? I will go for it. He's locked in, double 95.
Lock him in for it.
I think golf is just the most stupid game in that sense.
Yep. And those rounds would be different too. Like he would have made a couple pars in the first round, but then threw in a big one, 95. Other one, just terrible all day, 95. Last one, started bad, finished really well, 95.
Yeah.
Great game.
Like I had a PB, shot 4 over, and then 4 days later played another round of golf and shot a 96, I think it was.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know exactly what it's like. But you see that as well. Like on the tour, someone will go out there and shoot like an 81, and then the next day they shoot 7 under.
Yeah. I mean, if those guys are bouncing like that, you can bet you we're going to be doing it as well.
Yeah, exactly.
It's too easy to get it wrong.
Yeah.
And it's so bloody hard to get it right. To get that golf club to be square and hit the ground in the right spot and to be facing the right direction and have the correct club, correct speed, it's...
Yep.
Yeah. Probably don't be so hard on yourself. But yeah, sort it out. Shoot 94. Come on.
One, as well, not that I'm saying this bloke's like pulled his ball out from behind a tree, but you wonder as well, like, before you get a handicap, even I know when I play a social round, just with like my mates and stuff, and we're not playing for. If money's involved, then none of that's allowed in the first place. But if you're just having like a full practice hit, I'm bringing it out from the back of the tree because it's like all I'm going to do is punch it right there. Yeah, just let me have a practice. So I'd assume when someone's doing that in just a normal social round before they get a handicap, unless money's involved, then you take it serious.
You keep your stats. Greens, how many green regs you hit, how many putts you had, how many up and downs you had, how many fairways. Just those basic 4. And if you do that after probably 5 rounds, you can go, oh, hang on, that number's not great. That's why I'm shooting 95 every week. So there's my tip for this week.
Take your stats.
Keep your stats.
Do you want to quickly hear my stats? Just very quickly, just take 2 seconds. Ready?
Go.
My stats from Saturday's round. I hit 4 of 14 fairways. I hit 7 of 18 green in regs. 3 out of 10 up and downs. Doesn't surprise anyone. And 33 putts. And it was 85. I shot 85. Anyway.
Well, that sounds like an 85, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly right.
Are you just driver every tee?
Well, Quinana it is, yeah.
Not on the second?
No, 4th.
Well, you got me?
Oh, here we go.
You got me?
Oh, here we go. He's on.
Here we go, yes.
Hammer, yes.
Yeah, hello. Righto, I've had a triple, and a bogey. I've lost 2 balls. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what we're looking at. Short par 3,
gorgeous.
163 yards. Martin's given me an 8-iron. Everything's gone left so far, so I'm going to hand the phone over and see how we go.
Oh, we're watching live. Have a look at this. This is fantastic.
How good's that shirt?
This is a par 3.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Good swing.
Oh, he's leaning. It's gone right. There's water right too.
It's gone left.
It's gone left.
Through the bunker. It's up on the hill there. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Shaking the head.
It's all right. Let me turn you around. Hang on a minute, boys. There we are. I'm back.
Lovely.
That's gone long and right. Long and left. Just over the trap.
Have you hooked it
but
out
I'm in
all
play.
day?
I've lost 2 balls. Have I hooked everything? Yeah, I have. It's been the flexi clubs have been getting me. I need to aim real right and just whip it in.
Yep, schling it.
So,
but anyway, that's okay. So,
7 over through 3
You
holes.
go.
Is that correct?
yeah, so I've gone 7, 8, 5.
Oh, this is 97 written all over it.
Oh man, I'm backing into 97.
You know the Perfectionate Pebble, that clip where Tiger, where the caddy Steve only has 1 ball left. The Tiger. I've only brought 6 balls and I've lost 3 of them.
Oh dear.
So I've got 3 balls left for 15 holes. Thought it was pretty audacious bringing just single sleeve of balls. So I got to the pro shop and bought another one. But I'm dialed in now. Martin gave me it was a par 4 on the last hole, and he said, "Not a driver for you." And so I took the pipeline out.
Wait, who's Martin? You got a caddy?
Yeah, everyone's got caddies.
Oh, how
So
good.
Marty's my hang on, we'll just get some live action. Marty's my guy up there. He's given me some course tips, which haven't worked for me so far because I'm not following his instructions and just losing the nurry.
How much is
But I'm feeling pretty
how
good.
much is a game of golf there? How much does that cost you?
So it's for the golf, the higher clubs is about $190.
Yep.
That's good.
Which, if you're coming away for a trip, it's a once in a lifetime sort of thing. I'm pretty happy with that. And the course is in bloody good nick. So the only thing is, if you go left or right out of bounds, you're in it's not like you can go under a tree and find it. You're in a jungle.
Yeah.
And there's an impala running around and baboons. So it's, you're not really wanting to go searching for your ball too much. But it's picturesque. It's really nice. The greens are lightning quick. But yeah, I'm still finding my feet out here.
Mate, the shirt looks sensational. If anything's today, you're going to look the part.
I think this will be the first time a Ron Chopper shirt has found its way to South Africa.
Yeah, I'd back that in for sure. Very good.
Yeah, or it's certainly up Sun City.
Yeah, definitely.
How are you boys going? You guys wrapping up?
Oh, pretty soon. We're just talking, and it's going to go. We could be here for another
Yeah,
2
it's
hours
gonna
if we
go
wanted
for
to.
an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Get on Patreon. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to probably go up and down for a par. Or there is. If I thin this has got Joel all over it.
Yeah, or chili dip.
Yeah, this has got Joel written all over it. That's my ball there.
Oh, you putt that.
Right there, and that's the water.
Oh, well, we're going to have to watch
Well,
this.
actually, yeah, Joel, what would you do here?
Putt
Let
it.
me get
for
right
one.
behind my
Yeah.
ball.
And if it's thick rough,
From here.
just hit it harder. Make it pop
From
out.
here, what are you doing?
That's a putt, mate. Of course, that's a putt.
That's a putt, is it?
Go on. Let's leave this running. Let's see how this goes. If
leave
you're
it running. Righto,
if you're
Bill.
not watching,
Can I get you up
this
here,
is on
Bill?
YouTube.
Righto.
Yeah.
Is that me?
You're going to have to watch this.
Yeah, that's mine.
This is
Righto.
fantastic. Imagine having this sort of
Taking a
access
wig.
on the PGA Tour.
Oh,
Just chatting to him live. I got to see this. You know what? I don't wish him harm, but I want it to go in the
he's
water.
going lobby. He's going high.
Shut up.
He's telling me to shut up. Come on, mate. Well, I'm going to talk through it, though.
No,
Bad
he's
luck,
gone
Hammer.
the flopper.
Oh, he's hit the
my
floppy.
God.
This is going in the piss. Oh, this is gorgeous, this. Here we go.
No, get down there.
Chili
He's chunked
dipped
it.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
hey, Hammer, one more of them, mate. You'll be on the green.
Righto, boys. I got to keep going. You're distracting me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good luck.
All right.
Yeah. Righto. See ya.
Bye-bye.
97.
Yeah, I might
Maybe
maybe go
more.
above. Yeah,
He-
yeah.
that's,
well, he's not
he's struggling.
He's not going to hole out from there, so it's not going to be a par there. It's going to be a
It's
bogey
5.
or worse.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's very funny. Good on.
Amazing looking golf course, too.
That's really good of him to call in. Next week, I'm in Karratha.
You're not here again.
I know, mate. You know what? I feel bad, but to be fair, Karratha was actually booked in, I think, before we even started this podcast.
Yeah,
So
okay, fair enough.
going up to Karratha for the Pro-Am. On the Tuesday, I think I'm just doing drone work, so just filming the course. But I think I might try and maybe call in, do something like that. We'll have a chat.
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
Yeah,
It's good. Yeah. I wonder what it's like for the punter listening back home.
Listening, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you are listening, obviously go onto YouTube to check that out. That was an amazing little chili dip in South Africa.
Fantastic looking course.
It does look very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Is that us, Jaden? Have we got anything else to go on? Or?
Plenty more, but that is about an hour and 20 minutes of episode
Is
there.
it?
What?
Hour and 15.
We were wondering if we'd be able to get to an hour with just you and I.
Yeah, sorry about that. We kept yapping about.
Yeah, sorry, man.
No need to apologise, boys.
I want to finish with something then.
Nah, sorry, mate. That's time.
Jade cut me off.
Ding, ding, ding.
I reckon the most requested thing I get in my Instagram is butcher chat.
Yes.
Actually, though. So I just want to give a quick tip. We're coming up to winter. Well, we're almost. Are we in winter yet?
Oh, it felt like it today.
Yeah, let's back it in. We're in winter, right? It's rainy, it's cold. The slow cookers are out. So we're dusting off the slow cooker. I think the slow cooker is one of the most underappreciated bits of equipment in the kitchen. Pull your slow cooker out, and if you haven't go and buy one for $20 from Kmart and get oyster blade from the butcher shop.
Oyster blade?
Oyster blade.
What the hell is that?
So oyster blade comes from the scapula. So it's right up here in the shoulder. It can be eaten almost like a steak, like you fry it off. It's a little bit more chewy. It's got lots of sinew that runs through it and grainy, and it's quite a tough, chewy meat. But what you do, go to the butcher shop, ask them to trim the fat off, ask them to trim the silver. That won't make sense, but ask the butcher shop to trim the silver, and then just cut it into steaks.
Yeah.
Fry it off on a hot pan, bit of salt, bit of pepper, bit of oil. Fry them off, like darken it, crisp it right up, and then just chuck that in the slow cooker with a bit of veg, whatever veg you want.
Yep.
Potatoes, carrots, onions, celery, whatever. Throw it all in there. Bit of stock, a couple of tin tomatoes, and just cook it for like 8 hours.
8 hours.
Yeah, slow,
Yeah.
8 hours. Or you can do the other way. You go fast for 6.
That room, the house would smell amazing.
It is the best smell in the world, man. So you chuck it on in the morning, and then you just let it soak all day, and just mate, it. If the oyster, you want the oyster blade to hold its shape because it's like a little steak like this, like the palm of your hand.
Yep.
Keep its shape, and you maybe do a mashed potato or a bit of rice, and do too much. Do too much, so you've got it for a couple of days after.
Very good. I am bloody starving now.
Yeah. Ask the butcher for oyster blade.
Very good. Well, thank you very much for listening to the pod. If you're not signed to Patreon to be a patron, have a look at that. There's a Q&A that we did last week from the guys who had some questions, and that's it. Thanks very much.
Thanks for having
We
us.
did all right. That went well.
That was good, yeah.
I thought we were going to have a punch-up.
We still can.
Patreon only.
Yeah.